Hello and welcome to the British Dapper, and today we're talking about how to tie a cravat, a step-by-step guide plus 3 stylish alternatives. So recently Douglas, one of my subscribers, asked the question, could I do a video on how to tie a cravat? And so today the video is about not only how to tie a cravat, step-by-step guide, but also I'm going to give you some alternatives to wearing a traditional cravat, which will give you a similar effect. So let's dive right in. So typically when we're talking about a cravat, we're talking about a strip of material about 1 metre long, and it has 2 bladed ends, sometimes only one, but then it will have a loop around here. Slightly different type of cravat, but generally this is a typical one called a cravat, but in some countries we call it an ascot, but it's basically the same thing. And we're talking about this section here is just basically to accommodate the neck, so it's taken in a little bit, and it doesn't matter if it's up or down, it's just purely to narrow the gap here. And then on the blades you'll notice that it actually has these little puckers here, and the blade is a lot wider. So first of all I'm just going to teach you the simple knot, so we just put it over the neck, under the shirt collar, slightly longer on one side, just 1 inch or 2, cross it over, pull it around underneath and push it through. Pull it tight against the throat, and then just widen this blade out a little bit, and then we just need to tuck it in to the shirt. Straighten the cravat out, and there we have it. So there's the cravat. You can have it quite tight against the throat or quite loose and slightly lower. Some people have 1 or 2 buttons undone on the shirt. It's really down to personal taste. Now that's the simple knot to use. And the next one I'm going to show you is the traditional cravat knot. So with the traditional knot, it's almost like a 4 in hand, but not quite finished off. So it goes over the neck, one side slightly longer than the other, cross it over, round the back, round the front, behind and through, but we're not going to pass it through, we're just going to pull it down and straighten it out. Then all we need to do is just tuck it in the shirt, and there we have the traditional knot. Cravat nicely seated there, buttons done up, and quite a good look, and does add a little bit of colour in the throat area, and not a bad look overall. So the next knot I'm going to teach you is very similar, but on this occasion we're going to use a scarf to mimic the effects of a cravat. So with the previous one, the traditional cravat knot, we almost had a 4 in hand. On this occasion we're going to use a scarf, so we're going to use a 4 in hand knot with the long tail on the reverse, on the back. So on this occasion it goes over the neck, pull it together, longer end on this side, so we pass it over, round the back, round the front, through the loop, down through to make it into that 4 in hand. So then we pull it up to the neck. But bearing in mind the back is longer pass that through the front from behind, and then we pull it out, fan it out at the front, and then we're going to tuck it all into the shirt. Pull it out a little bit in the front. Very similar effect to the traditional cravat. Something else we can do is we can tie that in a different way. And I'm going to show you the Regency version of that now. So on the Regency version, we've got the tails of the scarf the same length, and all we're going to do is tie a simple bow. So we bring it in together there, bring it in, short bow there, but it's this end here that we actually fan out to give more width. And then we tuck that in. And then we can tuck this in if we need to, or we can have it out, but it has a slightly different feel to it, and it looks a little bit more scruffy if you like, but it does give you another good look. So when it comes to cravats, they can be quite expensive to buy if you're not going to wear one all the time, or you've never worn one before. Then maybe this might be an alternative to consider that might give you that pop of colour in the throat area as well. Now, one of the first things I would suggest is if you frequent charity shops or thrift shops, this might come to hand where you might find a lady's headscarf. So all we're going to do is basically scrunch this together so in the middle, got it nice and tight, round the neck, short on one end, cross it over, pass it through, and then straighten out by the front. It looks a bit ungainly, but once it's tucked in, we have a cravat effect. So something else we could do is just tie it in a different way, and I'm going to show you a different version of that now. So in this case, we're going to fold it into shorter lengths, pass it around the neck, and simply tie it off. And just pop it in. Very loose look, but again it still does the same, gives you the same effect. And you can even take it out and leave it out the front, or even take it to one side if you wanted to. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I tend to go with the first option. Now the final version that I'm going to show you now, an alternative, is a bandana. Now I'm not talking about wearing it over your head, we're talking about wearing it around the throat area. So you can do several things with this. You could fold it into 2-inch folds, so you end up with this effect. Bring it around, and pop it in like so. And you get that pop of colour there, but it's quite a relaxed feel. Great for adding a little bit of colour and a bit of spice to your look. The other thing we could do is do it slightly differently, more like a traditional cravat, and that's the one I'm going to show you now. So instead of it being folded, we're going to fold it in half like a triangle. So the two corners, the longer side goes to the bottom and the short part of the triangle goes to the top. And we pass that. So we're going to fold it slightly, so we've got a 2-inch fold, bring that around the neck, and we can tie that off at the back. And that goes under the shirt. And of course the front, because we've folded it in reverse, when it folds forward and over that fold, we end up with the cravat-like effect. And all the time the knot is concealed underneath the shirt. If you've got a slightly longer cravat, then you could pass it right the way round and underneath and tie it at the front and then bring the triangle over the top. So, very short video, just to show you how to tie a cravat, the simple version, the traditional fold, how to use a scarf as an alternative. Now, although we use the 4-in-hand knot for that, you could have used a very simple knot on that and it would still have the same effect. As long as you pass the blade through the back and bring it over the front, then you have the same effect as the cravat knot. Give you some alternatives as well that you could use as a way of experimenting, maybe trying to add a little bit of colour and maybe a bit of texture. Ideally, it goes really well with a blazer, it goes well with the jumper and casual setting. So it does accommodate that informal, semi-formal look. I wouldn't suggest you'd wear this with a suit. A cravat is generally worn with a blazer or a sports jacket or something a little bit less than that. So I'm interested to know if you wear one, and if not, why you don't want to wear one. Maybe it's a little bit dated for you. Maybe it's a little bit too far and you feel a bit embarrassed to try it. Let me know what you think. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, then please feel free to do so. We have a Buy Me a Coffee page, so if you'd like to make a contribution to the channel, then please feel free to do so. We also love constructive comments, so if you'd like to make some, jot them down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And if you've got a question you'd like to pose to us or you'd like an answer to, then why not jot it down? We'll try and answer your question for you. We also like ideas for future videos, so if you want to make a contribution and make a suggestion about future content, then please, again, jot it in the notes below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. The next video could be something that you've recommended or suggested. So until next time, take care.